Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BackChat, powered by Paywise. Of course, Will Schofield, welcome to you. Yep. Give him one of those.
If you're watching, I'm not going to say what I'm doing, but
Yep.
nice to be with you.
Yeah, giving something to us all. And Hamish Brayshaw, are you there?
What's happened? What's happened, Emma? You're sleepy.
A little sleep.
You tired?
I'm waiting for what the bit
Are you
is.
unconscious? Hang on.
Hey, he's
Here
waking
we
up.
go.
Oh my God.
He's waking up from the slumber. What's
Fucking
happened?
hell.
What's happened, mate?
I've just passed out.
Oh, okay.
All the blood has rushed away from my head straight to my fucking boner. Oh, we're back. The bonus, baby. Woohoo! Hearts to hearts and hands to hands. Beneath the blue and white we stand. We shout God bless our native land, North Melbourne. North Melbourne. I've literally been unconscious for the last 3 days. Jack Darling's the best North Melbourne player of all time. Andrew Gaff, legend of the footy club. Just like carried him out. And Luke Parker, his best teammate ever. Oh, mate. I literally have
Hey,
been...
congratulations.
I've been unconscious for 24 hours.
So you're back, or have you been announced? You're not back.
No, we're back.
You're back from where? The 90s?
I'm back. We're back. We're back.
You've announced yourself, or like, do you know what I mean? Like,
We're back.
You know, to be back. Like,
We're back.
Yeah, I looked at the stats.
We've been
North
in the wilderness.
Melbourne have won
North
20
Melbourne
games.
have been in the wilderness.
Sorry, 12 games in 5 years. So
Yes.
you've been irrelevant.
We've been in the wilderness.
Right.
Okay.
But we're back. The blood has rushed from our heads to our boners.
Yep.
That's why sometimes you pass out.
Okay, that is
Didn't
fair.
last too long because it's not that
We-
big and
we
there's
will
a-
get
you know,
some-
there's enough blood to go
We
around.
will get some boner talk.
There's plenty of blood to go around.
There's plenty of boners to
Shin
go around, and we
boners.
will get to
Heaps
the
of
shin boners very
anyway,
shortly.
I'm just saying I'm back.
But we do have a very special guest waiting just in the wings here.
I'm excited about this just as much Hammer's excited about the shin bonus.
Absolutely. Let's just bring him in, Jaiden.
Who have we
Please.
bloody got? Who have we got waiting?
We'll let the.
It's
Yeah.
Sean,
big
Darcy. Like,
Shit, look at that shirt too.
has he got a BackChat shirt on?
Nice.
Well done.
You may have to
Repping the merch.
unmute yourself, Sean. I don't know if you're muted or not. You could be there.
Am
How
I
are-
good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
now nice.
Yeah.
Hey, mate.
Hey, boys, how we going?
Sensational.
More importantly, how are you going? We want to see you out in the field, running around with your teammates. How's the pre-season, off-season been, mate?
It's been, a long one for me. I had knee surgery at the end of last year, so I was out for a bit there, and then I headed over to Qatar for some specialists with Ender King. He's a knee specialist over there. Come back feeling really good, and then I got struck with a bone infection in my foot and had to go under again and get screw removed out of my foot and spent a few days in hospital. And
Gee.
um,
Do you get to keep the
Yeah.
screw? Where's the screw?
no, we threw that one out.
Right.
They grabbed it. And
How
it
was
wasn't
he?
looking too good.
How, did you fly Qatar Airways? Over
Yep.
that way? Yeah, I flew Qatar one time, and we got kicked off one flight, had to be redirected to the next, and I was up the pointy end a bit like Swaggy was.
Is that
They
right?
gave me free business class tickets. I sat down there as a 15-year-old and a 16-year-old. Jafar rolls up to me. Hello, Mr. Brayshaw. My name's Jafar. If you need anything throughout this duration of the flight, please feel free to let me know.
Your business.
Would Sir like a hot chocolate? Yeah, mate. Fucking Sir would like a hot chocolate. Bring it in and keep those motherfuckers rolling.
I tell you what.
Oh, geez, it was good. No,
We've-
obviously no hot chocolates for Swaggy over
no,
there. Strictly
no,
business.
No hot chockies for Swaggy.
Strictly business.
You and I have been talking about. I mean, he looks $1 million.
Oh,
yeah.
$1 million bucks.
Are you feeling good? Because you look good by picture and by video. Are you? I know you've been injured, not ideal, but are you feeling good within the body? Like you look good.
Yeah, feeling really good. Got some really positive news in Qatar, and it's probably a little bit of a blessing, this surgery, because I had probably four more weeks to get my knee really strong and really healthy. So I feel really good. My knee's the strongest it's been in a few years, which is feeling really good. So back training with the boys, and then a couple of weeks away.
Now, we're speaking to a Ross Glendenning Ben Allen medalist, fellas.
Ooh, yeah.
It is Derby week.
It
I know
is,
it's early.
yeah.
It's early days, Derby week.
Very early days.
I just feel like, look, we could ask Sean a bunch of questions about the Sydney game. He didn't
he didn't play. Who cares?
He didn't
Next,
play.
boring.
He wasn't in the match review. I would like to just, can we park it and move on? Is that all right, Sean?
We're fast forwarding to.
More than happy to do that.
Yeah, that's good.
Let's fast forward.
We're in Derby week, and excitingly, you are going to be at our live show Thursday night, Leadable
yes.
Hotel. And we wanted to let you know we're giving away tickets to the Derby. Nothing to do with Sean.
No.
Right, we're giving them away. Does that
Giving them
excite
away.
you? And
2
does
free
Derby...
tickets.
Yes.
Two
Maybe
free
more.
tickets. Yeah,
Maybe more.
Does maybe more, depending on how generous we feel and how many people come to the show. But does Derby week excite you?
It does. I've been been here for 9 years now. So I used to be a Victorian and not
You still
understand
are. You still are a
Well,
Victorian.
what the hype was over here. But no, it's really exciting. You can feel the buzz. You walk down the street for a coffee and they either hate you or love you straight away. So there's always someone saying something.
You just show them your Glendale Allen medal.
Where do you keep the
"Yep, there you
Glendale
go."
Allen? Where do you keep it?
Oh, I think it's in the other house.
Wow, must
yeah,
be nice.
Just at my other house, yeah.
Jeepers.
Nice. Just at my other house.
Wow, how many do you have? Jeez.
Just some other house in Qatar. Let me take my. I'll send Jafar to go and get it.
Hot chocolates only. Oi. So, Sean, we've got Liam Duggan coming up on the show, and Duggo, busy man, of course, played in Brisbane. He's sort of doing some recovery, so he couldn't quite make it in here. So we have had that chat. I asked him, as a West Coast player, could he say something nice about the Freo Dockers? So I'm going to ask you as a Fremantle Docker, can you say something nice about the West Coast Eagles before we get right into Derby week?
They play in a good stadium.
That's good.
I like it.
That's very good.
That's good.
Mate.
He couldn't say anything else nice. Fuck him.
No, well, do you want to know what Duggo said?
Yeah, go on.
He said, Michael Walters is a good bloke.
Oh, yeah. But Duggo's also the nicest guy ever.
I know. We had to give Duggo lessons about how being...
Yeah, a bit of shit talk.
Yeah, a bit of shit talk.
how to throw some shade.
And just a heads up, Sean, there may be something pretty nasty coming your way at the Derby preview show because we gave Duggo some pointers on how to, just
Be a bad bloke.
Be a bad bloke. So look out.
Hey,
Okay,
mate,
worried.
what's the... I'm sure everyone's asking this question, but what's the sort of itinerary for you to get back to play? Are you far off? What's the go?
Yeah, a couple of weeks. So I'm back training with the group. I got 18v18 on Thursday, so that'll be my first taste of playing against with everyone again. So a couple of weeks away, depending on how I pull up after that game, after the training session and all that. So not far.
Is it your knee now, or is it the infection that's holding?
Yeah, the infection. So it's just got to close over the wound. So we're almost there.
Was
so,
it big?
Yeah,
They cut you
it's been
open.
frustrating.
How big's the cut? Can we have a look?
It was. I got some photos if you want me to send in, but
Just on your foot, isn't it? Just do that.
Yeah, but I can't. It's covered. It's got a band-aid, mate.
It's got a band-aid on it.
No, it can't be that big. It's a Band-Aid. Roll him out there.
It's a big fucking Band-Aid.
He's back in this week.
He's playing this
He's
week.
playing this week. He's back. Jafar's got the biggest Band-Aids in the world.
Oi, last time you were on here, Sean, you promised us something. I don't know if you remember.
I definitely remember.
Oh, I think I remember. What did I promise?
Where are we at with Monopoly Go?
Monopoly deal, please.
Monopoly deal. First of all.
Where are we at?
Yeah, we still haven't gone. We're waiting for the invite from you. You might have forgotten our numbers, mine and Corey's.
So what's Corey doing Thursday? I was thinking maybe
Yeah,
live
get
on
him down
stage.
there.
We can
Obviously,
get
I
a
haven't forgotten the
tattooist.
numbers. We're talking to you on the phone.
So if someone doesn't know what we're talking about, what's the deal here? You've played 99 games of...
Yeah. So he's 40 at 9 and I'm 48 of Monopoly deal, and first one to 50, loser gets a tattoo of the score. So yeah, we haven't played a match properly. We've played a few practice goes, but we're waiting for the call up.
Honestly, like,
what's
if
Corey
Corey's
doing Thursday?
Yeah, if Corey's around Thursday, I reckon we
yeah.
play it on stage. It'd be absolutely brilliant content.
All right, we'll have to get him on the phone.
All right, ask him. Can you play it? Can you play it virtually?
No, you can call him and then ask
Get
him.
him on the
Oh,
phone.
yeah, right. Okay, great. Any more questions for Sean before we let him go, boys?
Oh, I'm pretty flat about the Band-Aid on the foot. Still, can't believe it.
You just want a free feet pick.
Wait, can you give us a bit of intel on Andy Brayshaw? What's happened here? So he signed a big deal. Congratulations. Big part of your football club. But he hasn't told his brother, Hamish,
Yeah,
while
he
playing.
didn't tell me. We played 18 holes of golf and he just thought, nah, not going to tell him. Going to let him know 2 days later when everyone else finds out.
What do you think about
Well,
that?
he just couldn't trust him. Apparently, Hamish tells everyone everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh, we did have the
That's-
4-hour preview. We did have the 4-hour season preview the next day.
All right, mate. Well, thank you for your time today. We'll let you go and sort that Band-Aid out. We're looking forward to seeing you back out there, but more importantly, looking forward to seeing you at the live Derby show, Leadable, Thursday night. Can we get some hot chocolates for the big man there?
Oh, yeah.
We'll find something.
Okay.
Jafar will sort you out.
Well done, mate. Good luck.
Good on you,
Speak to
Swaggy.
soon.
See you,
thanks,
mate.
boys. Appreciate it.
There we go, Sean Darcy. And I think we've got to get that done on stage.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
it would be pretty fucking funny if that happened on
Yeah,
stage.
correct. Very good.
Scully, you before the show today, you were in here nice and early, about an hour before we even started.
I've ever been.
Before we started the stream, you were in here just chewing away at some treats.
Do you work here all the time?
Yeah, but I was sitting in this seat.
In the
Oh,
seat.
wow.
Yeah, we have an office as well.
Bizarre.
Yeah, I know. He's just locked in, ready to go,
sure
and he was just chowing down on some snacks.
What was
And
your
then he
snack of
posed.
choice?
Well, I'm going to let him show you because he posed a question to me. And I'd like to get your answer on this as well, Hamish.
So
what's going on here?
So a couple of things. I'm on the carnivore, and I know the cracker, but
I'm back on the carnivore too. Started
Same.
today.
Great.
Boys, we're back.
So if we can get, it doesn't really matter. So we've got the salami, the cracker, and the cheese. Right, it's about as good as I can do for a snack. I can't have chips. I can't have lollies, chocolate. I want to know what's the order here, right? The question I have, and I'll tell you and show you what my order is. But how are you eating the salami, the cheese, and the cracker? Is it cracker, salami, cheese? Is it cracker, cheese, salami?
I'm going cracker.
Can you pass? Can you pass it to Hammer and just let him construct it?
I'm gonna eat this. Don't put your hands too.
Okay, so
you're going cracker, cheese.
yeah,
What would you
like a normal person?
What would
Oh
you,
no, that's wrong. That's also wrong.
So you
Cracker,
go-
salami,
so you-
cheese. That's me.
Nah, you got to go cracker, cheese, salami.
What would you say if
A cracker sandwich.
if I told you that the only way to have it is cheese, cracker, salami, or salami, cracker, cheese?
I would say that. Well, I would say it's not the only way to have it. To each their own. My argument with any way that you put this together is it all comes out like poo. So it
I
doesn't
understand
really
that,
matter.
but that's not what we're talking about.
I am-
Jeez, you've got a gutter mouth.
I am a cracker salami cheese guy because I like to think if it was, I mean, you're not going to put this in a toaster or you're not going to heat it up.
No.
But I like the idea of the cheese being on top. In the case that you need to melt it, it goes over everything.
Can I explain this?
Of course you can.
So the moisture from the cheese and the salami is what you're here for. You're not here for the
you're not
dry
here for the
cracker.
dry, yeah.
At times, I won't even have the cracker.
Yeah, that
But
checks
if
out.
you,
Especially not a carnivore.
No, but if you are a cheat like me and you just need a bit the cracker, you need the crack, right?
Sure.
If you need the hardness of that, nothing worse than being on your tongue if it's on the bottom. Like your tongue is just eating cracker, right? So if you go on the top,
That's roof of
it's
mouth.
a roof of
territory.
mouth.
Yeah,
Terrible.
scratching.
I'm packing it with cheese, and I get the hardness, but I enjoy the softness of both.
Wow.
It's
That's an
just
interesting way.
Dan was appalled when I showed him
foundationally
this.
incorrect because you need the salami on top because that's the softest. You go hard, less
The cheese
hard.
would be
Okay,
softer
I can
than
do that.
salami.
No worries. I can flip it, but you can't tell
No,
me.
cheddar's firmer than salami.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know we covered the big topics here, but that is important to me, and I think I'm right. I was going to eat it, but it's going to get stuck all over my mouth, so I won't do that.
Well, you can because you know what? We're going to an interview now with
definitely
Liam Duggan, the co-captain
Yep.
of. Actually, you know what? He's the captain of the Forward Drive podcast.
Before, yeah,
Go on.
yeah.
Your mouth was full of air. You're about to say something.
No. Well, I just want to say we've got free Derby tickets
Yeah,
to give
massively
away
free
for the
Derby tickets.
live Derby show. We've got tickets to the actual Derby, right? So you got to buy tickets to our live Derby show at Leaderville, and I'll tell you, I've got 6, but I've said 2. But if enough people come,
Yep.
I'll give 6 away on the
And
night.
I
So-
actually may have 2 as well.
We might have 8.
I don't have any. But the tickets, if you were to go to the footy as a regular fan to a normal game around, they might cost you $20, $30. West Coast charge you like $100 to get up the top level. So it's a bit of a rort.
It'll be sold out.
It'll be sold out, but it's a stupid amount of money to go upstairs. We get good seats.
Yeah, correct.
And it's how much is the ticket to the Derby preview?
$20.
Cheaper than that.
It's $20.
Cheaper than 100.
Bring
And
a
if you sign
bunch
up
of
as a
mates.
patron,
Bring
you get half price
the
as well.
most mates you've
Like
got.
I'm going to give everyone an equal chance of winning it. I'm not going to favourite. It's not going to be. It's not going to be a quiz.
Bring 100 mates. If you bring 100 mates, you can have the tickets. There you
Yeah,
go.
that's
That
fair.
is an absolute deal we'll make right
Yeah.
here. If you bring
If you
100,
bring 100
mates,
mates, tickets are yours.
I'll give you 8 tickets.
All right, done.
You can actually, you know what? You have my 2 as well. You can have 10.
I've already
I think
included.
that's 2 included. We'll get you 2 more. Bring
We
100
got
mates. you can have 10.
50,000 tickets to the Derby to give
Bring
away.
100 mates.
Leaderville
You can get 10.
The point is, buy tickets to the Leaderville show right now.
Yeah,
right?
backchatstudios.com.au. Go to our merch store. It's actually at the very top of the website. You
Yep.
can see there.
Correct. Other than that, let's go talk
You
to
sure,
the
mate?
captain of the four-wheel drive show.
Liam Duggan.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thanks to ID Athletic bringing us all the biggest stars of the game. We've got the captain of the West Coast Eagles, Liam Duggan. You look $1 million, got to be honest. I think you look better than us and you've just played a game. How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. I've bronzed up a little bit in that hot Brisbane sun. Still running at probably 39 degrees Celsius internally. But yeah, I've got the nice white backdrop, boys. So yeah,
Very
it's
good.
doing a bit for me.
Did you chuck some like coconut butter on before the game or something to get nice and brown? Or
Did not need it, mate. To be honest, did not need it out there.
What was it hot, mate? It was like you were playing in the AM, weren't you? It was like 11:30 start over there. It's like you're like playing before, like the Rezzies before the. I'm not saying the quality. I'm just saying the start time, early start for you boys.
Yeah, it was. If we weren't in the hottest place on earth yesterday, then we would have been kicking the dew off. But yeah, 12:10 start local time. So 10:10 for us coming from Perth. I mean, we get 2 days to adjust to that difference. But yeah, it was certainly an early start for us, and we got a bit of rain on the morning Sunday, and when that sun came out, it heated the place right up. So it felt like a sauna.
it was a bit annoying, honestly. Like I was, still drinking. I'd like to have a beer when I'm watching the game, but I was having coffee. It just felt weird. So
It's illegal to have a beer that early with the footy.
yeah.
Well, it's midday somewhere, including Brisbane. So, did you have to do anything to like change your routine? Because you're only there for 2 days. It is still 10 o'clock in the morning. Did you have to get up earlier, or was it just did you do anything different?
Yeah, I tried to get up a little bit earlier, but it's still not too bad. I tried to rise about 7:30, and that gives you enough time to get a good brekkie in, have a coffee or two, and get moving. Because the last thing you want to do is just roll out of bed and jump on the bus and expect to play well. So yeah, it just had to get up a little bit earlier, and what it does is it affects the night before just slightly, because probably lucky that we were in Brisbane. With Melbourne, it's a 3-hour time difference, which can sometimes hurt at this time of year. But the 2-hour time difference wasn't too bad getting to bed the night before. So, but definitely, yeah, we had to think about it a lot. Had to think about our hydration a lot because of the humidity, and we had a later captain's run as well. So. There's a couple of little changes, but whatever we did, it seemed to work for the most part of the game.
Absolutely. Jumped out of the blocks. I remember an early game in Melbourne once. I slept until the bus left. I walked down, it was when I had hair all over the joint, grabbed a banana out of the fruit bowl, straight on the bus, straight to warm up, straight in the game, played like one of the games of my life. I think, all that preparation stuff's overrated.
Can I just ask about the ice vests, Duggan? Because was there a bit of pride? Like, did everyone wear them? Because I know it looked like only a few guys.
Oh, you thought it was like a long sleeve, short sleeve sort of operation?
Yeah, it's like who needs to take the ice vest? Like, you're going to be strong enough to not need it?
Oh yeah, mate. First quarter I felt like that, and we sat in the sun and then we ended up smarting up and going to the back because there was a bit of shade at the back of the bench. But early on, I was a bit like that. I'll beat this, and then by the second quarter, I was like, give me that ice vest, give me an ice towel. I was looking for that cool room that they've got in Darwin, but no, it was. I mean, Brisbane dealt with it too, but it was bloody warm. I had a quick chat to the umpires in the lounge after the game, and they said it's probably one of the warmest that they've ever officiated in. So it was just one of those days. I think with the rain, that tropical sort of feel to it. She was steamy.
You said it's the hottest or most humid game you've ever played in?
Oh, just most humid, yeah. Just that heavy heat. I don't want to carry on about it too much, but I was oozing sweat out of all areas, if you get me. And it was just, it was a different heat to what we're used to over here anyway.
There was a couple of boys go down with cramp. I don't want to hang on the negative side of things, but like clearly being so humid, people cramp. But what that did result in was the boy spending some time in the ruck. You would have been impressed with the boys' effort throughout the game. I know you don't get the win, but the cramping side of things, you put that down to work rate as well as the conditions, because Brisbane players were cramping too, right?
Yeah. I mean, it did mean that we had to throw things around a little bit with Bailey going down a little bit earlier than maybe we would have liked, but and then Archer sort of the tin man there for a while.
Did you have a laugh about that? Did you boys get?
Oh yeah, I was on my way off with cramp, and then they had to hold me because I turned around and he was about 10 metres behind, almost on a stretcher. But yeah, it was. Yeah, but it did. We saw some. I mean, the one positive that we get out of that, and I mean, Ruben's not a ruckman by any stretch, but. We've been impressed with him over the whole pre-season and early parts of this year, and I don't think he's going to add the ruck to his his bow, but it's something that we had to call on, and he answered to the call and competed, and we asked a few of our boys to do that across the day. I think Archer going into the ruck for the last part of the day. Oscar then had to fight in a pretty small forward line against two pretty good key backs, and so yeah, we're showing some versatility. We didn't get the win, which we're really disappointed, because we felt like we put ourselves in a position to win that game, and felt like we controlled a lot of that game. But yeah, Brisbane's maturity and they found a way to sort of take our game away from us a little bit, and that exposed us just a little bit towards the end of the match.
It's only Monday we're sort of in the middle of the day Monday, but we are in Derby week, Duggo, so I don't want to harp on the past too much. I know you boys will move on very quickly. That's how football world works. When do you start looking at Freo? You would have had the day off given it was a Sunday game, and Freo also played Sunday. So we've got Sean Darcy on the show as well, your counterpart in the live show at the Leadville Hotel on Thursday. Yes. But it's Derby week. Does that excite you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's it always does. Like, it never fails to disappoint Derby week, and the favour's been in their ledger at the moment. So we're pretty keen to get out there. It's Minnie's first one. He mentioned it really briefly at the end of the game. That we've got to move on from what was the Lions, a much better performance and output from us, but albeit a loss still. So we sort of spoke about that and moving on quickly to the Derby week, and it excites WA, it excites us, and we're looking forward to getting into it. We'll obviously kick things off the down at the Leadville Hotel there on Thursday night. It's always an exciting time to be a part of. So, there's a bit riding on it for both teams this week too.
Absolutely. And also for the fans, because all of my friends are Fremantle fans. I think I'm the lone West Coast guy.
More importantly, the fans.
Yeah, most importantly.
Don't worry about the players.
Yeah, it's just your job. This is our, the thing that brings us joy every single day and sadness. So, with all my friends being Freo fans, I would really love it if West Coast could win, so that I could hold that over them. So just no pressure.
I'll just be thinking of you, Dan, all day Sunday.
Thank you.
No worries.
Great. That's good to know. Anything? So Thursday night at the Leedy Hotel, you and Sean Darcy, Will Schofield, Skeet going to be there?
He's a watch and act at the moment, a little bit like a bushfire. We're moving through the stages of green, orange, red. He's at about an orange at the moment, struggling. But I would like to ask a question to Duggo. So you see that in politics, people going head to head, like big rivalries, and the one I always see in politics, they ask the other person to say something nice about the other team. Can you say something nice about the Freo Dockers in what is the biggest rivalry clearly in football in Western Australia? Can you say something nice about the Freo Dockers, please? I'm going to ask Sean to do the same thing about West Coast.
Yeah, to be honest, I do. I actually get along with a few of their players. I've heard good things about Sean Darcy, the big man. I don't know. This might be too boring for you, Will, but actually, I genuinely really like Sonny Walters. So he is a good man. Obviously, know a few of them from just being over here for a few years now and playing against them a lot. They're not bad fellas off the field, but come game day, and I'm sure they'd say the same. They will not hold back, and neither will we. So, but Sonny Walters is a good man.
Sonny Walters is a good bloke. That's
Very
what
good
Dago's got for us.
And
you think everyone's a good bloke? I've never heard you say a bad word about anything.
Yeah, who do you hate the most on the Fremantle Dockers?
Well, you're never going to find out on this show. Sorry, mate.
I got another one. Okay. If I just ChatGPT'd a funny question to ask a West Coast player about Fremantle.
Okay, great.
If you had to spend 24 hours as a Fremantle player, what's the first thing you'd do? What would you do, Duggan?
Ask for a trade.
To West Coast. That is very, very good. Rank these in order of pain. Losing a derby, stepping on Lego, or listening to a Freo supporter talk about next year. So don't answer it. Don't answer it. Yeah, I like it. We are giving away 2 tickets to the derby, Duggan. Nothing to do with you. This is a BackChat giveaway, of course. Have you got any family or friends coming over? Because Sean's a Victorian lad, as are you. Any friends and family coming over for the derby?
I won't have any making the trip, but I've got about 9 mates from Bacchus Marsh that live here now. So
What is going on here? So, you can't take the boy out of Bacchus Marsh, so you've decided to take the boys out of Bacchus and bring them here. So what's happening?
Yeah.
You've got a whole crew over here now.
I've got half a footy team here now of mates from back home, and they I think a few of them have come over, just to visit over the years and enjoyed their time, and then slowly but surely just started to filter in and haven't left. So there's a couple sort of overseas at the moment on their way back eventually once they've done all that. But at the moment I think there's 8 or 9 boys from back home, from Bacchus Marsh and surrounding, and so it's a good little crew, which is great for me because it's I've been here for a bit over 10 years now, and I actually consider myself really lucky that a lot of my mates have moved over and keep in contact. So it's been a lot of fun.
What a man.
Yeah, what a guy. Of course, the nicest man in Australia, just brings all of his...
Entire suburb of people.
Yeah, that's like, I want to go live where he is, so we'll move.
Can you bring something like to the Derby preview night at the Leadville Hotel? What
like an item from your home.
No, I don't mean an item. I mean for as long as I've known you, for as long as I've known you, you are just the best bloke ever. And if Hammer was here right now, I'd be like, bloody Sean, the best bloke in the world, right? Yep. Can you just bring a little bit, just a tiny bit? We won't publicise it. It won't get anywhere because you have to be at the Leadville live show to win the Derby tickets and to see Duggo be a bit of a, just like I'll give you a bit of a, if I say like a keyword, we can say Bacchus Marsh. You hear Bacchus Marsh, and you got to give me a minute of just being a prick to Sean Darcy specifically. Look, you can't even do it.
Yeah, he's
just,
do you know what, Duggan? What you could do?
Maybe I'll bring those 8 mates with me and
Yes.
One suggestion for you: you could put the handshake out, and when he goes to shake your hand, you go one of those ones. Like
that would be funny because you could then be like, "Sorry, mate, like Dan and Scully made me do it."
Unless he decks you as soon as
we're gonna write suggestions on how to be a bad bloke to Duggan because he doesn't know how to do it.
Yeah, that's right.
Scull a beer on stage 4 days out from the game.
All right, that's it. Get to the Leadville, see Duggan. No, mate, we appreciate your time at the Leadville Hotel on Thursday. Well done on the increased. I think, like you told him from a fan, that was good to watch.
That's all I wanted. It's all I wanted. Just seeing that got me going. Got me absolutely going. So thank you.
No, it was something to work off, a bit of a platform for us now, and I mean, it's still we're work in progress, no doubt about that, and there'll be ups and downs along the way, but that's something that we can really sink our teeth into, and pretty proud of the boys. Albeit they were pretty filthy we didn't get the win, so hopefully onwards and upwards.
Hey, Duggo, you're not going to like this, and you can't laugh or react, right? You're going to keep a straight face because I'm going to say, see you later, and I'm going to do something, and you can't react. Understand? See you later, Duggo. Thanks for joining us.
Liam Duggan, ladies and gentlemen, what a guy. Co-captain of the West Coast Eagles and captain of the 4 Drive podcast. If you want to get tickets to that event Thursday night, backchatstudios.com.au, buy tickets and you can go into the draw to win free tickets to the Derby. Now, we did get a super comment, and it's a bloody good one.
Super comment
from Robert Ross. $20. Thank you so bloody much.
Rossi.
So we got to read this out for sure. What did Liam buy from the last crumb in Basso on Friday morning?
What?
Now, unfortunately, that was pre-recorded, so we didn't.
However,
we wouldn't be able to ask him live. But you know what?
It's a super comment.
It's a super comment, and we find out the information. Hammer, you went and texted him. Can you tell us what you found out?
I've got the messages.
Okay.
Schumer, what did you buy from the last crumb on Friday? He goes, ha, ha, ha. Not that funny. Just asked a question.
He's the best bloke ever.
Breakfast bagel and a flat white. Absolutely superb. So there you go. There's your answer. I've said brilliant. He said no cake, unfortunately, but their cakes are second to none. And I've just asked him what their best one is, and I had the 3 dots, and now they've just gone.
So he's thinking about it.
He's thinking about it. And I have had a look on their website. The peanut butter chocolate cake looks right up my alley.
Ooh, that's a great update.
So anyway, if we get it, here we go, bang. I actually hadn't been there in a year or two, but hadn't ever had a bad snack there. So could tell you what the go is. Couldn't tell you what the go-to is, but once you walk in there, you'll be amazed. There you go. Wow. So, Schumer, the best bloke ever. Get
the last crumb.
Super comment.
What's it called?
The last crumb in Bassendean. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
And shout out to Robert Ross for that super comment.
Yeah, why Schumer in Bassendean?
How
Yes,
good.
indeed. Yeah, there's not much out there,
Maybe
but
on the way to the airport.
bloody good bakery.
Yes.
Makes sense. On the way to the airport. Checks
Bless
out.
you,
Bless
Jaiden. All right, let's keep going because we got
Jaiden's
lots to
just
get
sneezed
through.
out his-
We've spoken to Sean Darcy, we've spoken to Liam Duggan, we figured out what he gets from the last crumb.
Yep.
It's time to talk some more footy. Now, there was meant to be at least one good team over here in the West this year, but the Fremantle Dockers are now 0-2 and look shit. Hammer, what do the Dockers need to do to come back from this?
Well, play West Coast for one. That's a start. They need to go out and play the West Coast Eagles for a start. But not if the Eagles play the way they did in the weekend. That'll be a real good game. But mate, they just they have to stop handballing.
Yes.
They have to. It's weird because I said last week they got to stop handballing, and then this week they kept handballing. But then they did kick it, but their kicks were just fucking a million years up in the air. Came down with snow on it.
There's some big high kicks.
Massive high kicks. But I think. Well, this is going to sound stupid, but you have to handball when it's the right time to handball, kick when it's the right time to kick, and lower the eyes when it's the right time to lower the eyes.
That's how they
There you
win.
go.
That's
Simple.
it. You just got to get guys that make good decisions. Not enough guys in their team are making the right decisions.
But you can't
and-
just grow that on trees.
No, you can't, but you have to coach the right decisions into them.
Right.
It doesn't look like they're coached to lower their eyes. It doesn't look like they're coached to kick when under pressure. It doesn't look like they're coached to, handle the heat.
Some of the moments under pressure.
Shit.
Yeah, so I think they've lost something like 5 of their last 6. Full
Tight
stop.
game. Yeah,
Full
yep,
stop.
yep.
And 4 of them have been under 2 goals.
Yeah, and they would have. Yeah, they're just.
In tight matches, it comes down to the moment. It's not really. It's not really anything to do with your game plan or the structure, or it's like in the moment you just have to execute as a player. And for a number of games, they haven't been able to do it.
So it's you can't. And everyone criticises little moments in games at the back end, and that is the shittest thing to happen because it is just highlighted. But 3 key examples in the last 2 minutes, 3 minutes of the game. Caleb Sarong goes back, one of the great spoils, gets up, goes back. Like, that saved a certain goal. That's a key moment that one of your vice captain leaders have stepped up and said, we're not losing this game because of me.
Yes.
I'm not losing that.
Until I get a free kick and I kick the ground and stub my foot and,
Yeah, that was bad.
turn it over the middle of
That
the
was
ground.
bad, but I'm just thinking at the back end.
Sorry, you're being positive.
Being positive. Goes up the other end. Paddy Voss, young player, misses a set shot from 20 metres out straight in front. That's a moment you have to kick.
Yep.
Goes up the other end. Brendan Cox, one-on-one contest, gets thrown out of the way. Joel Amati kicks a goal 20 metres out. They're 3 moments. You're 1 of 3 in major moments. You can't be 1 of 3 in big moments. 2 of 3, there you win. 1 of 3, you lose. It's as simple as that. It's from an equation point of view.
So the question is, are Freo bad?
No, they're not bad,
No.
but they're not as good as I thought they would be.
I've got them winning the Derby. Do you have? You've picked them to win the Derby.
I've tipped them to win the Derby.
You tipped them to win the Derby before this weekend. So did
Yeah.
I. I said 53 points
I
before
said
this
40
weekend.
points. I still back that in.
Yeah, I still back 53 in as well. I think Harley's going to have a big game. That's what I do think. But Freo, I think you've summed up well.
All right.
Let's keep whipping through 'em.
Let's keep going. For about 25 minutes, the West Coast Eagles looked like they might be the greatest team of all time, and Liam Baker was the new Brownlow favourite, but it didn't end at that way.
Tyrell Dewar was the Brownlow favourite. Come
Yeah,
on.
that's true.
Anyway.
But Will Schofield, did we actually see some improvement from the West Coast Eagles?
Yes, and Liam Baker, mate. Like, Liam Baker got the Superman cape on in the middle of the ground. It was just
Unreal.
like, boys, like, get on my back. He was that. Did you watch the start of the game?
No.
Were you still in bed? Because it was 10-10.
No. I was at South Fremantle Oval.
Right, chopping up.
Nah, watching the twos, boys.
Okay, great.
And keeping track on the phone.
Yeah, correct. So Liam Baker, 8 minutes in, I've never seen a more gassed player in my life because
he was blowing
he
hard.
would have had 6 clearances.
Yeah.
Just knock
10
on,
tackles.
tap on type operator. Like,
Yeah, do love it. Just a gritty, hard shit.
I can tell you exactly what happened. Minnie McWalter's gone to him and said, mate,
I need something.
last week it was fucked.
Please.
Last week it was so shit. Our midfielders are so shit. I know you've trained in the back line
All year as a halfback.
all year.
I need you.
But I've just lost the other bloke I brought to the club in Jack Graham. He's laid out.
Yeah, I need
I
you.
just need you to go in the midfield and show how. Like, and Bakes has gone, mate. I've got like 8 minutes in me. Like, honestly, I reckon I've got 8 minutes. He's like, just give it to me. Give me your best 8. And he gave it to him. He was out there. Like, look. Yeah, that is the West Coast that everyone expected to see last week at home. And so they had to do that. Otherwise, it was like, okay, just burn the entire club to the ground. So they didn't have much of an option.
If they had gone out and lost by 100, it would have been like, genuinely, Lathlane would have been razed to the ground.
Yeah.
It would have been,
Correct.
Ken Hinckley's public lynching would have come west.
Similar situation if Fremantle rock up in the Derby and get done, I think.
Oh God, yeah. Oh God, yeah.
There's a lot of pressure on them.
But mate, this was like watching a few of the highlights, tuning in for little bits and pieces of the game. It was not a case of Brisbane being shit because they weren't great, but
No.
West Coast it was West Coast being really good.
Pressure.
It was obviously, it was not always, but it was going to flip. Brisbane were the better side. Brisbane are the better side. They were always going to win at home, I felt. But to be up at three-quarter time and to be in the game the whole way.
Man, they kicked 6 behinds in the third quarter.
A couple of easy ones that they should have got too. Like they were right there in it.
But like that's what I expected from West Coast this year.
You know what?
That sort of performance to not get blown out.
You know what I thought cost them in the end? They didn't put the boy in the ruck early enough.
Yeah, they didn't put.
When I looked up and Bailey Williams has been subbed.
Yeah.
Archer Reed is literally. We heard from Liam Duggan just then getting pulled around like a tin man. Like he was just rusted up, mate. He was done. They go, who do we get in here? And the boy looked up for it too.
I'd
So
love to
I think
know,
they should have moved in
is
there
he always
quicker.
their third option?
No.
Like, why did they pick him?
Because you don't need a third ruckman. They've got like 4 in the side. You shouldn't have to sub one of them and then the other one goes
I
down.
feel like Oscar Allen's been in the ruck more.
Yeah, I don't think Oscar's right. I don't think his body's right by the looks of him. But
he was
Ruben's massive and can jump.
Yeah.
Like
no, he was good. He was just as good.
Dermot Brereton was rolling out like they should be doing this more often.
He won the first centre bounce he was in. And then
Dermot Brereton was saying they should do this more often. Listen to him. Listen to Dermot.
Dermot
He
was
was
talking about
loving
people
it.
sniffing
open space.
Like sniffing open. It was Jack Higgins.
Dermot was not great.
Yeah. One other thing from
was
the game, Harley
not
Reid gives the finger to some fans. Jaiden, do we have some video? Do we have that available? So we did get some audio with the video of what happened just before, or just actually after Harley Reid did.
Right, so because there's been a please explain to Harley Reid.
Do you want me to
right?
give the please explain?
Yes, please.
All right, hang on.
All right, so who are you?
I'm gonna be both parties.
Do you want me to be the AFL?
Yeah, you be the AFL.
All right.
Hang on, just pretend to call me.
Ring.
Ring.
I'll do the dial tone. ring.
Nah, fuck off.
ring.
Call again,
ring.
fuck off.
Ring.
Hello.
Hi, it's the AFL here. Just looking for a please explain for the actions over the weekend.
What actions? Oh, please explain what we were bad for 5 years and all of a sudden we were good again.
No,
We're not taking anything. Promise.
No, not those actions. Just the interaction with the fan member. Just wondering if you could explain.
you're talking
what
about Harley?
happened. Yes, Harley.
talking about that Harley?
Aren't you Harley?
No. I'm because you're asking the Eagles. You're not asking Harley.
Oh,
You're asking
g'day,
me.
Don.
Yeah, call it Don.
Hi, Don.
Don.
Hi, Don. Just wondering what happened.
Hi. Who am I got speaking?
This is Laura Kane.
Okay, Laura. Well, I'll tell you what happened. We flew to Brisbane. We've got a 19-year-old who he was the number 1 draft pick last year. Has a lot of. Not sure if you actually read West Australian Meter. Was on the back page 60 times last year.
Where is Western Australia?
West of Australia.
Okay.
And he was heavy. He's a lot of scrutiny, a lot of pressure on the kid. He's 19. Anyway, we get to the Gabba. It was spiritual ground for the West Coast Eagles. A really good game there in 2020. I think it was round 17. Anyway,
What happened
we're
there?
at Hammer won his game. Anyway, we're at the ground and it's going okay. We're winning.
Get to the point.
Harley's getting a bit of attention. This young kid, Harley Reid, who's 19 years old.
Yeah,
and
we're trying to
still
get
a
him
boy,
back to
still a
Victoria
man.
at the moment.
Anyway, yeah, I know you are. Anyway, Harley's only 19 and he probably flopped a little bit. That's fine.
Yep.
Played up for a free kick. But turned around to a crowd of probably 30, 40,000 people screaming at him and sort of abusing him.
Yes.
And he was 19. If I haven't already told you that. And
Were there people in the crowd, grown adults? Or
they were grown adults there with their children probably and their friends, and were yelling at this 19-year-old man, but still kid.
Yes.
And he thought, well, fuck you guys, so I'm just going to give you the finger.
Right.
Which we are completely fine with. And then I'm not sure, actually, this is off topic, but did you see that guy walk down afterwards and hand him a tissue, but all the tissues? Like, that guy is probably in his mid to late 50s. He probably brought his wife there who hates his guts. His kids have disowned him and don't really care
He
too
was
much
wearing
about
a
him
Lions
anymore.
jacket,
He was
I think
wearing a
you'll
shit
find.
T-shirt, a shit kit.
Yep.
He would have gone home and texted all his friends who never replied to him because they fucking hate his guts. He would have gone home and had 4-day-old chicken that would have been cooked on the fucking Monday, and he would have sat at home and just sat there and looked at himself in the mirror and thought, fuck, you were good today, mate. Anyway, that all
that's
happened.
what happened?
That was all directed at a 19-year-old kid who just in the heat of the moment said, fuck you guys, which I think's okay. What about you?
Yeah, I think we're going to tick that off.
Yep,
thanks for the call, Don.
No worries, bye.
Far out.
That's how the interaction
go.
should have gone.
I think that's it that we just saw.
That's
it.
the interaction. That's it. We're saying.
That's the please explain.
There you go.
Have
You've
you got-
explained it.
have
Yeah,
you
there
got
was there. So we did get some vision and some audio after the event, just because there was some mics that picked up something. Jaiden, could you just give us a little bit?
Is that the noise he's making? Can we hear?
Yeah.
It's a fucking meerkat giving birth.
Good shirt though.
Look at him.
Has he got massive sideburns?
He's also got 2 spare
How
seats
big are his
next to him.
sideburns?
He's got 2 spare seats next to him because he's got no mate.
Gosh, have a look at the.
Anyway, you can just imagine him going home.
Okay.
You can imagine him going home that night, looking in the mirror and just
playing
like,
that.
Right, there we go.
Alright, there we
Anyway,
go.
Harley to have 20 kick 3 in the Derby.
Great. All right, it's time to celebrate the best backman of round 2.
wow.
Jaiden, can you give us the sting, please? Here we go. What you got?
you got the power.
Yeah.
It's time.
Another week. Another absolute display of
On him.
defensive prowess. I don't
Press
know
the
what's
button.
happening here. There
Good
I
work, Jade.
am. Here I am. Now, I've got a dilemma to read to go straight off the top with
Yep.
you guys.
Okay.
So this is technically the third round of scoring.
Yep.
In the last year and this year so far, we've gone 3-2-1.
Yep.
I'm thinking of changing it up.
Oh, boy.
I'm thinking of going 5-4-3-2-1.
So it's not an algorithm change.
No, it's not an algorithm change.
Just the points.
the points change.
Are you going to go back and do the
Yes.
other?
The first 2 rounds will change because it's pretty easy. It's only 2 rounds.
Can I ask why? Yeah.
Yeah, you can ask why.
Why?
The Brownlow medal does 3-2-1.
Yeah, we hate
We're
the
better
Brownlow.
than the Brownlow.
And we
medal.
hate the Brownlow.
We're way better than the Brownlow
Yeah.
medal. No question about
Yeah.
that. And the big one for
Is
me,
that
that's not it. That's not it. Getting 5 votes in a game,
Yep.
if you can consistently do that, like it really separates you
Right.
from the crowd. So being the best.
So you want a runaway winner, do you?
No, I want repetitive excellence to be rewarded
Okay.
more so than just a couple of, just the 3 votes. I think the 5 votes really highlights exceptional performances.
Yes.
But the big one for me, and this swayed it, and you guys have a vote.
Okay.
So you guys can certainly knock this back and veto it if you'd like to. Kibosh it. Spoil has 5 letters in it.
Wow.
Wow.
No, I'm in.
Spoil has
I'm
5 letters in it. So
absolutely
that's all right. We're done. We're settled. We're going to a 5-4-3-2-1.
Did you see
Lock
Tom
it in.
McCartan played in the back line as well? Oh, shocking. There's a photo of him putting a Sharon into the next universe
Yeah.
at training, and he plays in the back line again.
Shock. Anyway, now I've done the numbers here, but I did the numbers for a 3-2-1, and I asked Jaiden to send me the updated 5-4-3-2-1. He didn't.
Oh,
That's right.
Jaiden.
Where are you going over there? Where are you going?
Anyway,
Just carrying
Anyway.
the Titan.
So do you know the votes, or are
I
you going
know
to start at 1?
we're going to start at 1, and Jaiden's going to show. I think that's how we're starting. Jaiden, is that how we're starting? Yeah, you start at 1. All right. Well, we're going to start.
Do them all, and then I'll photograph.
He doesn't know 4 and 5.
I don't know 1, 2, and I don't know 1 and 2. Did you text it to me? Just
Why
text
don't you
it
just
to me.
say them to
Hang on,
him?
no, he's just going to text them to me real quick. Anyway, while we're padding there, we'll go back and do.
I've got a super comment.
Oh,
There we go.
super
Comment.
comment. Great timing.
Great
From
timing. Slap it to me,
Byron,
Jaiden.
from Byron Wilmot.
Byron Bay.
10 bucker from Byron
Oh.
Wilmot.
Great.
Just for Hammer being Hammer.
Ah,
That's it.
Wow.
So I don't know if we have to
how much is
transfer
that?
that.
$10? Yeah.
Do we need to transfer that to
Nah,
you?
they can keep that in the show.
Get the kitty?
Why
Great.
don't they use some of that funds to buy some tickets to the Derby
Yeah,
show?
actually.
Yep.
you
I'm-
only have to pay. Anyway, back to the leaderboard. The leaderboard going into... Actually, that's at the end of round 2.
Backs-
And here we go.
Backs also has 5 letters.
Jaiden's typing. Jaiden's
Okay,
typing. while-
Max Hansen on YouTube says SPOIL and also BACKS backs.
Yeah.
Five letters.
And is Max Hansen the old North Melbourne number 6? I think that would be him.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
Lockie's brother, actually.
Lockie's brother. Oh, Lockie's brother, Max. Lockie Hansen is who I'm thinking of. Righto, here we go. We've got Thanks, Jaiden.
Thanks,
Can you
Jaiden.
Also, while I'm doing these, can you send me the updated leaderboard if you've done that? Probably haven't done
Probably
it. That's
haven't
right.
done it. Yeah,
Never mind.
sweet.
We'll get to that
It's all,
later
it's
on.
all good. It's just a hammer.
Number 1.
Be done. Haven't done it.
1 vote this week in the 5-4-3-2-1 system. 1 vote this week goes to Jeremy Howe.
How
One
did he
vote.
do that?
How did he do that? Well, he stuck to the algorithm. He knows it.
Wow.
Okay.
He did very well. It was a game of Dower defending. Obviously,
Collingwood won.
76-70. The umpires certainly helped, but they were really good, and Jeremy Howe was excellent.
Yeah, because that was against the Western Bulldogs.
Yep.
I liked him. Some intercept play.
Yep.
Saw some big spoils. I reckon I saw a hanger spoil.
Yeah, he might have done a hanger spoil. Number 3
Enough
with 2
said.
votes. With 2 votes.
Yep.
The reigning Jack Buckley medalist gets the 2 votes, Harris Andrews.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, that's controversial because he was huge. He was massive on the weekend.
Just the 2 for Harris.
Just the 2 for Harris. And would have missed out in the 3-2-1.
He
couple
came
of times
good
he's-
late.
Yeah, and he spoiled balls out of bounds that he could have easily marked, but he was like, nah.
He looks
spoiled.
frustrated.
did
Zorko
look-
was
yeah.
yapping at him at one
Yeah,
stage. And
and
he was
just
like,
went,
listen here,
mate,
mate.
fuck off. I'm here for one reason,
And
just
we-
to fucking
to
get
win-
the bastard.
to win the
into-
Jack Buckley.
give me this fucking thing 30 rows back. Now, another controversial thing that I need to bring up. I can't remember the rules for how many goals a forward has to kick. Do we remember that? Because I said if a forward kicks X amount of goals,
Well, you can't get votes at all.
Yep.
But how do we know if they're on them or not?
But I can't. Well, because I think this guy was on him.
Okay.
3 votes was Darcy Moore,
Right.
who was exceptional, except
Yeah.
for the fact that Sam Darcy did some crazy things that went nuts. And
So
took 4.
Darcy,
but I think it was 5 was the number.
because he was matched up and at times was outplayed.
Was times outmarked and really outplayed on.
So you're giving him 3 votes.
He had the 3 votes. The algorithm. He was exceptional. Other than I remember watching a game at Optus when Griffin Logue played on Buddy Franklin, and like Buddy kicked 6, but Griffin was still in Freo's best. It was crazy. Sometimes that happens.
So we're
This
committing
happened
to
on
now
this
5's the cutoff. So if Sam Darcy kicked 5, no votes.
No votes. But we can go back and change that. I'm going to have to figure that out as we go along.
All right.
2 votes. And
4 votes?
Sorry, yeah, 4 votes. We go up. So we're rolling here. 4 votes for the Geelong Cats, Jack Henry.
Wow.
Did you watch this game?
Yeah.
Wow, he was good.
Yeah.
He was really good. In a team that sucked real bad until the last 15 minutes of the last quarter, he was lights out all
know
day.
why it was good? Tom Stewart did his PCL.
Tom Stewart did his
Someone
PCL.
had to stand up.
And then Jack Henry thought, fuck it, I'm going to be the guy here. And he stood the fuck up. He
Yes.
really manned that back line. And without him, they lose by 60
100?
points. Probably 100. Probably 100. And now this one, so we've gone 4 votes. Jack Henry gets 4 votes. Great.
Yep.
5 votes.
Are you just finding this out?
No. This was because this I'm into my 3-2-1s now. Okay. So this guy had 3 votes, but now he gets 5.
Right.
I
That's a
am
good
about to pass out again.
Oh boy.
I'm losing blood from my head and it's going down.
It can't be the pink eye.
It's not the pink
if it's
eye.
a pink eye, I'd fucking blow it right
not
up.
the pink eye.
Because I saw him doing some big things, pink
Yeah,
eye.
it's not the pink eye. It's not the pink eye. Blood is going straight from my head. I need one of those defibrillators to shock myself back in because it's all rushing downstairs at the moment.
Oh, I know this is. He was elite.
This guy, Charlie Comben, was
Wow.
fucking unbelievable.
Unstoppable.
5 votes, Charlie Comben, in what was the single greatest game he's ever played.
Wasn't the single greatest game the North Melbourne's ever played.
The greatest game the Boners ever played. That's Charlie Comben's best game ever.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. It's his best game he's ever played.
Shock and awe. Backman plays well. North Melbourne back from the
From the
doldrums.
depths. And we are back. So we looked at the leaderboard after round 2, after the 5-4-3-2-1 change.
Yes.
Here we go. Darcy
wow.
Moore sits on top on 8 votes. Sam Taylor on 6. Comben 5. Henry Barris, Wiedering, Buckley on 4. And Lewis Melican, the Pelican, on 5. On 3 in 5th. So
Nice
you
work,
look at
Jaiden.
that and you think, oh, fuck, the algorithm. Maybe it doesn't work. Maybe... Oh, duh. Look at that.
Look at it.
Look at that and tell me that doesn't work.
There is some... I mean, Sam Collins is stiff. He's only played 1 game this year, while Hawthorn's played 3.
Well, Hawthorn will have their buys.
Yeah, no.
It all comes out in the wash.
Sam Collins could make a late run back because they played twice in the last round. They played Essendon twice.
Imagine Collins full
Double
stands.
back-to-back 5s.
Wow. Anyway, that's
very
the Jack Buckley medal leaderboard
Thanks to
tally.
TABtouch.
Thank you to TABtouch.
Absolutely.
We go into the 5-4-3-2-1.
Hammer, when do you have to go?
Now.
It's
I'll go in
5:17.
5 minutes.
Okay, well, do you know what? It's time to shoot your shot, Hammer. It's time to talk your shit because
Oh, I haven't already.
the boners may have put the league
Oh.
on notice for what we may have to experience as opposition fans for
Here
the next
we
10 to 15
fucking
years.
go.
Hammer, go on, mate.
I'm actually going
Talk
to
your shit.
I'm actually going to keep this on for a second, and I'll figure out. Jade,
Keep it on.
I sent you a few photos before. Could you just pull them up, please, just one at a time? That's a private jet.
Okay.
Capital
PJ.
It's a PJ. That's a PJ. Just a beautiful looking PJ there. Jaden, what's next?
I think it's a G6.
That's a private island.
Is this like charades?
That's a private island
So
there.
there's a
That's
PJ
got
and a PI?
PJ, it's a private island.
The
It's got a
PI,
nice little couple of pools
PJ
there, a
and
few
the
houses.
PI.
Not next, Jaden. That's a beautiful luxury mansion. It's
Looks
got
like Miami.
It's got underground levels as well. There's a bowling alley down in the
That
basement.
looks elite.
Plenty going on there. Next, please, Jaden.
Right.
A super yacht.
Who's your
A super yacht. So that's a beautiful looking super yacht. Next, Jaden. And that's me with in a fleet of luxury vehicles. You
Yes.
know what? You know what all these things have in common?
They're
Your body's amazing.
premium items.
They're valued at around, I think the rough estimate of these is about $51 million. So that's what you would get from TABtouch if you put $1 million on North Melbourne to make the top 4 right now. They're paying $51 and it's a certainty.
Are
I've
they?
already spent my cash. I've bought a PJ. I'm looking at a fucking private island. I'm looking at cars. I'm looking at a house. I'm looking at everything.
You think they're top 4?
Top 4. The boners are back. I'm going to flip from TABtouch. Jaden, you can get rid of that. The boners are back in town. Have you ever seen a more spirited performance? For a bloke who's played 2 games for the footy club, you rally for his 300 like no one else. Jack Darling is now a true boner for life. He's cemented into one of the club's greats. Andrew Gaff carrying him off was a bit weird. Like, that had nothing to do with the footy club. Like, if you're gonna, if
I
Gaffy's
liked
gonna be,
it.
if Gaffy's gonna be there, maybe get Scotty Lycett, his other best mate, to come back.
Apparently he was there on the. He was there.
Scotty
in the
was
rooms.
there. Scotty
Luke
was
Parker's
there.
carrying him off. He's
Instead
played
of
2 games,
in-
one game with him.
Instead of get a dog up, Scotty up on the Adelaide, he was going to get a roo up, in the room. Seriously, just wherever the kangaroo scarf.
We are back. I said on this podcast a while ago that North Melbourne in the next 10 years would win more premierships than anyone else.
Yep.
And here is why. You've got young guys like McKerchie. You've got guys like Sheasel. You've got LDU. You've got Nick Larkey. You've got Charlie Comben, Paul Curtis. Who else can I fucking name that goes off? Bailey Scott goes off. Jackson Archer, rest in peace and hurry up and get back because you're the best player ever. He's there. Caleb Daniel has added something to that team. Luke Parker's added something to that team. Jack Darling. It's crazy that Jack Darling has gone to North Melbourne
I wasn't
and
listening
now he's
to you
just
at
the
all,
fucking
but,
best
but
player
you said
ever again.
McKercher, Sheasel, and LDU.
Yeah,
I
you
wasn't
couldn't. You
listening.
passed out.
Where's George Wardlaw?
Passed out. He's coming back.
Yeah, exactly.
George Wardlaw's coming back.
Pink
Jai
eye?
Simpkin. Oh my god.
Pink eye?
Pink eyes. Fucking hell. Like he's sitting on there and just shitting in everyone's face and giving them all pink eye. He is the man. North Melbourne are back. Alistair Clarkson. People sort of. Oh, is he the guy? Is he really going to be
Could
the
be
coach?
on-
Five-time
on the hot seat.
Five-time premiership player, best coach of all time. Duh. Of course he's fucking back. North Melbourne under the lid at Marvel in that fucking hot pot.
In the igloo.
In the igloo, the hot igloo, probably a sauna, getting to work. They get to work and they play that. No one plays Marvel better than North. No one. No one. They fuck it. They're not calling it Marvel. They're calling it the Telstra Dome. Wind it right back. The Telstra Dome.
Docklands.
Dockland Stadium, Marvel, Etihad, fucking Telstra Dome. What was it before then? Who knows?
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking NAB. Was it NAB State? No.
I don't know. Who cares? Tampon Arena or whatever the fuck they call it. Big Tampax Stadium. Anyway, they are back. The boners are on. They've got blood just infused in there.
Right.
It is. Thank God Robbie Nahas doesn't play there anymore. I'll tell you
Oh,
that much for free.
boy.
He would have
Oh,
a
boy.
real headache. But I'll tell you, it's
You're back, baby.
We're back. Who we got this week?
I don't know.
Adelaide. Oh,
Is it?
Jesus. That's gonna
If
be
you
tough.
beat Adelaide,
If we beat Adelaide, I'm doing the next. If we beat Adelaide,
yeah.
I will on
about
Monday do this podcast in North Melbourne body paint.
Perfect.
That's what
I
we're doing
fucking
next
go
week.
North
Jeepers.
Melbourne. I
Who's
thought you were going to
gonna
say
paint
in a
it?
condom.
I'll wear one of them too. I'll wear one of them and tie my. No, I won't.
Byron, I can't come with you there, mate. You've summed it up bloody nicely. You get out of here. Go on. Yeah.
and best song in the comp.
Who?
Oh, you can't hear it right now, but
One
explain.
and all. Join in the chorus. The boners are on the ball.
Good old bonus.
All right, there we go. Thank you, Hammer. We'll see you on Friday for Hammer's Happy Hour. A quick shout out to our tipping winner for this week, Jess Ciccone, I think is how you say it. I may have butchered that, but they got 7 right with a margin of 12. Well done. 7 on that round. Bloody good effort.
Can I just put an apology out to any listeners of the Shelter Footy Cast? I know there'll be some here that listen to both. I blatantly, absolutely butchered the tipping winner over there. I said that someone had got 8 from 8 with 0 margin, which Hammer said we're going to give 50 cartons of Shelter to if someone did that.
So wait, someone actually did that?
Mate, like 3 people did it. It was wild. And I was looking at it like, wow, our tipping competition just got good.
Yeah.
I don't know, mate.
Okay, well, Jess Ciccone, weekly winner. You get a carton of Shelters. It's not too late to join.
Yes.
Look, it's gonna be hard to come back and claw to win the major prize.
Yes.
But if you want free cartons of Shelter every week, all you got to do is join that. Head to backchatpodcast.com.au, join Patreon, and you can sign up there.
I would say while you're doing that, you probably just get some tickets to the Derby show and get in a chance to win free tickets to the Derby, which will be sold out. And one of Freo and West Coast is going to win. Just so you know, one of you is getting 4 points. You won't
2.
both start 0 and 3.
Could be a draw.
Not going to be a draw. Kill me now if it's a draw. So come to the 4-point party at the Leadville Hotel. I just thought my phone would be blowing up with orders from everyone live on the YouTube right now. I thought you'd all be buying tickets, right?
Yep.
So I expect within the next 5 minutes after I've just said this, I expect someone to buy some tickets.
So, okay, I just got a text, 5:22. I'm a late in for Derby preview show.
Okay, buy some tickets.
There, Jackson Bowen.
Thank you, Jackson.
Thank you, Jackson.
Okay.
Now, we've probably got time for a couple more things. Scott, you tweeted on the weekend about the umpiring. So during West Coast Brisbane game, there was a lot of random calls there that people are up in arms about. Also, the Freo game fans are pretty pissed about the umpiring there. Felt hard done by. What did you see?
Close games are hard, because I think everyone sort of sees one decision here or there for the umpiring, and then it's like, oh, well, that's why we lost. So the Collingwood Western Bulldogs game was so lopsided. I actually didn't think that was that bad. The West Coast Brisbane game, the crew on that were not good enough.
No.
No, to be really
Even
honest.
just couldn't bounce the ball.
Couldn't bounce. But we heard from Liam Duggan that it was hot and it was sweaty and it was humid. So it might have been difficult to hold. But, like, put some grip on your hands probably. I would expect, as someone's just bought some Derby tickets, good on you. Good on you for bloody listening. Thank you very much.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you very much. A little bit of vibration.
Another
there,
one.
Daniel. I just didn't think the umpiring was at a standard of AFL, and I sort of asked a few people that I kind of know and trust around whether or not I don't know. I'm not biased to West Coast, so it wasn't really about that. I just thought it was terrible consistency, decision making, and we won't see a report on that. Like we won't get the report on if they were good, if they weren't good. We'll just be twiddling our thumbs as to whether they were good or not. I can tell you right now, their performance was poor. There was a couple in the crew that I just thought their decision making and actual green light of decisions was terrible.
The inconsistency for me is the killer. It felt like hard done by, as a West Coast fan. Like, there was a 15-metre call in, like, Jaiden Hunt kicked it. It was like 20 metres at least, and they called it not 15.
I don't mind the play on from 15, but just do it all the time. Just do it all the time.
Because then Brisbane went down the forward line and they got one that was like
6 metres.
Yeah, and they called it a mark, and then he had a shot for goal.
I agree.
Adam Papalia tweeted a picture of Optus Stadium saying that the mowings of the lawn are in 10 metres.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
He goes on about that a lot, perhaps, and I would defer to him because he's a knowledgeable man.
Yeah.
The strips are 10 metres, apparently.
Although it looks about right.
Yeah, so Skeeter actually came up with a good idea on the Shelter Footy Cast. If we called it 20 metres,
not 20? That's the rule? Yeah.
You know, a 20-metre kick, it either is or it isn't. Whereas 15, it's like, is that 15? Is it 10? Is it 20?
Yeah, right.
20 metres, you can tell if it's 20 or not.
Yeah, but then people be like, is it 25
Nah,
or 15?
Nah. Because it's either a short little shitty kick or it's 20 metres.
Or they need to do like 3 metre by 3 metre grids across the whole thing, just so or just don't make it a rule.
Or just get a wheel out and every kick someone gets a measuring tape out. Just be consistent, correct.
Someone said on YouTube suggested that just get stripes, paint up 15 metres like NFL. We should do that.
Yeah, but then you
that would look
figure out where you
so
shit. That would be the worst ever.
So bad. One last one to finish up. Chad Warner was very excited towards the back end. After the win against Fremantle, I saw him jumping on Dean Cox. Obviously, first win for the coach, so they're excited to get around him. But he did a jumper tug, which I don't know. The jumper tugs.
You love the jumper tug.
Well, when Harley Reid did it, I was excited about it. When Chad Warner does it, I'm like, yeah, does it really mean anything?
It felt like a bit of a. I don't know.
He still plays for the club.
Yeah, I know.
You still love the club that you play for.
The overall attitude was like, I'm a Sydney man.
No.
Isn't his house online getting rented out?
What? Well, he's not living in it now. What's he supposed to do?
Maybe he'll never live there.
He's just negative gearing it, probably. He's earn a bit of cash. Causing housing crisis for the people over in WA that can't afford houses, Chad.
Okay, so is he coming home or not? Because I've said this numerous times and been quoted out of context, hey?
He is. He's coming home.
Okay. At some point.
Okay. He's bought a house
to West Coast or Freo?
He's not going to Freo.
Okay.
Why would you go to Fremantle
So
over West
Chad
Coast?
Warner goes to West Coast?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Mark it down.
Have you got something to Harley send it, read it?
We actually do have a Harley read it, you send it, or what are we calling it?
Yeah, you send it, you Harley read it.
Yep. All right, here we go. This is from, This is from H. Hey, lads and Dan. Quick one. Hopefully a lot of Eagles fans seem to be... A lot of Eagles fans seem to be calling for Noah Long to get dropped. But to me, it looks like he might be playing the Hamish Brayshaw / Dan Venables high half forward, run up the stoppage, then run away role. What's your thoughts on this role as now that he's started the season?
Could be correct. Jamie Cripps is in the side still. Yeah. I really like Noah Long. I think he's really smart and clean and has got the skills to be an AFL player, so I would keep playing him. Who are we thinking of dropping him for? I mean, there's not people just bashing the door down to come and play.
Well, and I've saw other West Coast fans calling for Matt Ellis to be dropped. Like, people just...
Honestly, I reckon just... You're not... This is like, who are you dropping them for? Who's coming in? Who's just waiting in the wings? No one. Play Noah Long.
Play Noah Long. There you go. That's your answer. Before we finish up for this Monday, one last reminder, buy some Derby preview tickets because you get a chance to win free Derby tickets.
Yeah, if you want to go to the Derby, the real thing on Sunday, and you want to go for free,
yep,
go and buy tickets to our Derby show on Thursday. Liam Duggan will be there. Sean Darcy will be there. We'll have heaps of fun. We'll have beers. We'll watch the Port Essendon game together, have beers, do a show, have more beers, then finish up. I can't drink on Fridays because I work.
Yep.
I can drink on Thursdays.
Okay, one last thing before we finish up. Rory Lobb painted his hair blue in
The lobster.
in I guess celebration of the 100-year milestone of the Western Bulldogs, or Footscray that they're calling themselves this week.
Look at
What?
this man.
I love the dedication. It looks a bit like Dennis Rodman.
I wonder if it's blue this week because it was for Footscray, you're right, 100 years in the VFL, AFL. I wonder if it's blue this week. Like, how do you not get... It's blue this week, right?
Well, unless it's like a temp one, or he goes and bleaches again.
I bleach white.
Yeah, because that's what he did last time, right?
Right.
So maybe I get a re-bleach.
The double bleach.
Yeah, re-bleach.
Look, Rory Lobb is a backman now. We're going to support him through thick and thin, including blue hair.
Okay, there we go. Thank you to our sponsors and partners, Paywise, powering the podcast for 2025, TABtouch, Shelter Brewing Co, Whippersnapper Whisky, ID Athletic, Mamba Digital, On One, Camera Electronic. I think we've forgotten someone, maybe we didn't, but shout out to all of them. We love you all. Buy tickets to the Derby preview show Thursday night, 27th of March, Leadville Hotel, and you get a chance to win free tickets to the Derby.
Bring all your mates. Get
Bring
a
'em.
big table together of all of your friends
Yep.
and come down and we'll drink beers. We always do it. We buy
always-
beers for
we
people.
always do a beer shout.
We're always putting beers on, like, I don't know, we'll put some bets on thanks to TABtouch.
Yep.
Have a fun night. Like,
It'd be bloody good.
you know, I really don't like selling live shows. I really
Nah.
hate telling
We just
people to
want to
buy
hang out with
tickets.
people.
I
We don't wanna
really
hang out
hate
with
this
no one.
bullshit. Like, let's just be really. This is probably the best sell I've ever had. I hate saying, "Hey, come down, do this and that,"
We don't want to tell you how to live your life.
but also just come down and have a beer.
Yeah.
Like, go and get a ticket, and then you know what? Yeah, for a reward, I'll buy you a beer, and you can get some Derby tickets.
Yeah, we'll buy you beers.
and Derby tickets.
Yeah, sure. Done. See you next week.
Bye.